Hi everyone, I'm Raquel Setz and this is what's happening in Brazil. We start by updating you on the latest news from the country. Pantanal, Brazil's wetlands, recorded over 3,000 fire outbreaks during the first days of November, a record for that region. The scenario got worse due to the drought and intense heat affecting the country. The states of Mato Grosso do Sul and Mato Grosso, whose territories are home to the biome, declared state of emergency in many cities. In 2023, Brazil's exportation to China may reach the historical figure of $100 billion, an unprecedented amount even when considered the trade Brazil has with other countries. The data was published by the Brazilian newspaper Valor Econômico and surprised the government. If it happens, 30% of all Brazilian trade will be destined for China this year. Last Sunday, the rainbow colors took Copacabana in Rio de Janeiro. It was the 28th edition of the LGBTI+ Pride Parade, the oldest in the country. Besides celebrating diversity, participants demanded measures to curb retrogressions threatening the rights of this population. Among them, there is a bill that prohibits same-sex marriage, a right guaranteed by the Supreme Court since 2011. More than 1,000 families related to Brazil's Landless Workers Movement occupied 2 farms in southeast Pará state. According to the movement in a statement, farmers in the region sieged the occupation with the support of the state police forces and have harassed the families, preventing them from coming in and out the site. The atmosphere in the region is tense, and according to the MST, there are threats of arrest and assaults against workers trying to break the siege. Last Sunday, the government announced emergency norms aimed at supplying shows with water. The norms were established after the death of a fan of Taylor Swift in Rio de Janeiro on Friday night. Ana Clara Benevides, 23 years old, felt sick due to the hot weather. The show producers had prohibited fans from entering with water, forcing 60,000 people who crowded the stadium to shop water there. According to the fire department, about 1,000 fans felt sick during the show. The Landless Workers Movement and the University of Brasília, located in Brazil's Federal District, are working together with Chinese institutions to learn more about and develop the production of the so-called bioinputs in Brazil. They are products made from organic material and used in agriculture.
The International Association for People's Cooperation, BAOBAB, and the China Agricultural University are developing a partnership with the University of Brasília and the Landless Workers Movement, also known as MST in Portuguese, in the area of bioinputs. In 2015, the Chinese government launched a plan to reduce the use of chemical fertilizers and decrease about 15% until 2022. In Brazil, there is a bill that regulates the bioinput chain. MST already has 2 biofactories to produce these inputs.
Uma das estratégias que o MST tem adotado, para avançar...
One of the strategies the MST adopts to advance its production and use of bioinputs has been the implementation of biofactories and bioinput production units in an integrated approach involving biodefenders, biofertilizers, and the so-called biocomplete compounds. So we also want to advance in this technological perspective based on what China has already advanced regarding biofactories.
Li Ji is the director of the China Agricultural University Institute of Organic Recycling located in Suzhou. It was there that the first demonstration center for the treatment and use of urban and rural organic waste was launched neighboring Taihu Lake, the 3rd largest in China. The plant processes over 14,000 tons of organic waste per year and can produce 4,500 tons of organic fertilizers and 146 tons of oil for different uses, such as cosmetics or even fuel.
特别是开始阶段，我们希望建立。
The main products at the center are organic fertilizers, which are used in agroecology. This project is also important because it helps guide residents to separate their waste and create useful and valuable products from organic waste. It is a circular economy and is important to preserve national resources, protect the environment, promote sustainable and ecological agriculture, preserve the soil, and defend public health.
Eu saio muito impressionada.
I'm amazed by the quality of the China Agricultural University and how valuable higher education is for the Chinese government. The government there shows it by strongly investing in the universities, both undergraduate and postgraduate, and also research. In the case of the China Agricultural University, all the academic fields converge to improve soil productive, but it also considers people and the population's well-being.
The University of Brasília and the China Agricultural University are building the Brazil-China Center for Research, Development and Promotion of Technology for Family Agriculture.
Isso vai fazer com que a gente aumente a produção.
Our partnership also involves bioinputs, which is the production of fertilizers from rock dust, kitchen waste and field waste from pruning. And this will make us increase fertilizer production from waste.
Nós conhecemos aqui experiências.
China became a reference regarding bioinput production because it is part of a state and government strategy. Here we were presented with experiences of biofactories whose raw materials are urban waste. They have an efficient way to manage these residues that go to the factory and become organic fertilizers. These are processes that show Brazil very relevant references to also advance a strategy to boost agroecology.
On November 20, Brazil celebrates the Black Awareness Day, and we share with you a conversation with samba player Adriana Araújo. She grew up in Pedreira do Prado Lopes, one of the oldest poor neighborhoods in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais' capital city. Adriana talks about the challenges of being a black woman from a poor neighborhood in a cultural scene and the role of art in confronting racism.
I am a singer, songwriter, and samba player from the city of Belo Horizonte, born and raised in the Pedreira Prado Lopes neighborhood. I spent my childhood, teen years, and a big part of my adult life there, a place I'm proud to come from. There are many challenges on the way. We knock at the doors and they don't open to us. We know that the darker the skin color, the harder for doors to open, especially as a black woman from a poor neighborhood. It isn't a simple neighborhood. It is a community with intense, explicit, and strong marginalization of us. Doors get closed. I remember that when I was a teenager, I was ashamed to say where I came from. Indeed, it wasn't shame, it was fear. Because I knew that if I said where I came from, the doors would close for me and I wouldn't be able to be in some places. It doesn't happen today. Now I'm proud to say where I come from. However, there are still many barriers to overcome. People still turn up their noses at me. They look at me in a different way. But with hard work, fight, and competence, not only mine, but the competence of all my team, we are showing people we can do it. We're powerful and can reach anywhere. I'm pretty sure that culture saves lives. Culture, sports, and everything related to acquiring knowledge. That's how I became the person I'm today. It was through culture. Culture, art, and music have really important social roles and make people open not only their minds but also their eyes. It helps us to see other horizons, other possibilities, so that we develop as people, as human beings, and get to have more love for each other. Music is this, love and peacefulness. Our role is hugely important. I was talking about it some time ago, about our political role. I hadn't realized about it yet, about me, my body, and my art being political. Because despite not wanting or knowing how to be, we are political beings. Our work, including that of white people, is to show that this kind of thought is outdated. We are people able to think. We fight for our people and for ourselves. We must be respected. I say to you, don't give up your dreams. Cling tooth and nail to them, and don't let nothing and nobody say the opposite of your dreams and prevent you from going the way you want. Only God knows about your fight, capacity, and competence. Therefore, just keep on going and believe in yourself.
Did you like the show? So hit the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive notifications. We'll see you next week.